Hello everyone, welcome to part 15 of Laravel Interview Question Series of 2024-25 edition. So this is the new version and this is the new part in which we are going to cover the Laravel 11 interview questions. So these are the latest questions and the chances are 4 out of 5. So please consider every question very carefully because it's the new questions and it's about Laravel 11. Okay, so maybe the Laravel 12 will also have these changes, so you need to take it very seriously. Okay, so let's see the first question. Name the default route files used in Laravel 11. Okay, so we already know that what are route files, and there are some default route files in Laravel 11. So the interviewer may ask you that what are the default route files in Laravel 11. As you know about Laravel 11 is the latest version, so the interviewer may ask you about the latest version, that is Laravel 11 questions. Okay, so let's see its answer. In Laravel, the default route files are used to define various type of routes for your application. These files are stored in the route directory within your project. The main default route files of Laravel 11 include web.php. This file contains routes intended for web applications, and console.php. This file is used for defining artisan commands. So these are the two files that are located as default in Laravel 11. One is the web.php and another one is the console.php. So web.php, we already know that we use to create the routes for our web application, for our website, and console.php that we have not used so far, but in future we are going to use that. That is used for defining the artisan commands that we use to run on the command prompt, like the php artisan make model or php artisan make controller. So all these type of commands, if you are want to define the new artisan command, then you can write that in console.php file. So by default these two files are used in Laravel 11. These two files are located in Laravel 11. Okay, so if the interviewer will ask you, then you need to tell these two files. Okay, so I'm going to show you these two files practically in Laravel 11 project as well that we have done. See, we have already done Laravel 11 project in with Laravel and MongoDB. Okay, so this is the Laravel 11 project, Laravel 11 e-commerce project we have done. And if you want to follow this one, then you can also follow its series, its playlist. Okay, I will share in video description, and you can subscribe the channel, Stack Developer channel, yeah, and you can follow the series as well. Okay, so in this we can check the this is the project folder, project 11. Okay, so I'm going to check here the routes folder here, and under routes folder you can see there are only two files. One is the web.php in which we have defined all the routes. Here you can see all the routes, admin routes as well as the front routes are here. And there is one more file, that is the console.php file, in which we have not done anything so far. So this is the file in which we can define the artisan commands. Okay, so I hope that it's clear to you. Okay, so let's see the next question. Which route files are missing in Laravel 11? Okay, so there is the another question. The interviewer may ask you that which route files are missing in Laravel 11. Okay, if you know about that, the Laravel 11 is having these files as default, like the web.php and console.php, but which files are missing that are available in Laravel 10 but not in Laravel 11? So this is the another question the interviewer may ask, and let's see its answer. In Laravel 11, some of the route files are missing by default, and those are api.php. The file is dedicated to routes that cater to APIs. Channels.php. This file is designed for defining and customizing broadcast channels for your Laravel application. So these two files are missing in Laravel 11. One is the api.php that we have also used so many times for defining the APIs. See, APIs, Laravel developer is used to make the APIs for the app developer. it requires to make the endpoints or required to make the REST APIs for the app developer for the Android or iPhone app development. Okay, so these APIs routes are in the api.php file, but it's not here in Laravel 11 by default. It is missing in Laravel 11 by default. So there is some other way that we can generate it, but that we will learn in upcoming in upcoming question we are going to learn about it. But if the interviewer will ask you that which are the files that are missing, you can simply tell that the api.php file and channels.php file helps to design and define and customize broadcast channels for your Laravel application. Suppose if you want to go live through your application to your subscribers, or want to broadcast something, then this channels.php file used to help in creating that broadcast feature. Okay, but that file is also missing from Laravel 11, and we are going to study that how we can able to generate these files. Okay, so let's see the next question. How to enable api.php route file in Laravel 11. Okay, so now we know that api.php file is missing from Laravel 11. Then how we can able to create it, how we can able to generate it in Laravel 11? This is the very important question, because as a Laravel developer, you must know it, that how you can able to generate the api.php. If you don't know, then how you can work on the app development? Then it means that you can't work on the app development at all. Okay, so you need to answer it. So let's see its answer. If your application will offer a stateless API, you may enable API routing using the installed API artisan command. So let's see its syntax: PHP artisan install API. So this is the syntax. This is the syntax that you are required to run on command prompt for your project, or you can use the git bash to run this. So that it will create this api.php file. This install.api command will create a routes api.php file where you may create API routes. Okay, so you need to run this command to create this file in the Laravel 11 project. Okay, it will also create the other settings required for the APIs to run. Okay, so this is the command that you are required to run to create this api.php route file, in which you are going to define all the API routes. Okay, so I'm going to show you practically as well. See, I'm going to run this command for my project. See, right now it is missing from our project. You can see it's there is no api.php, but now I'm going to run for my project. Where is my project 11? Here it is. I'm going to right click, and here services, new terminal folder in Mac, but in Windows you need to go inside the folder and you can run the command. Here I'm going to run this php artisan. So API install. So what is the command? It's the install API PHP artisan install colon API. So this is the command we are going to run for our project. Let's see, it will take few seconds, and it's running. So it is installing few of the things, and it has been done. Okay, so see, one new database migration has been published. Would you like to database migration? Yes, we are going to click on yes. Okay, and it has been done. Now we can check there, and you can see the now the api.php file also exists. So finally api.php file comes into existence, generated for our Laravel 11 project, and you can check our project will not create any issue. So it's always a better idea to check for the project. Okay, so there is no issue at all. So we able to generate the api.php file in the routes folder, in which we can define all the APIs, all the APIs routes here. Okay, so this is the way we can able to generate the api.php file for our project, in which we can define all the API routes. So let's see the next question. So how to enable channels.php route file in Laravel 11? So there is another question that the interviewer may ask you, that how to enable channels.php route file in Laravel 11. So if the interviewer will ask you like which file is missing, you will tell them that the API and the channels.php files are missing, then they again can ask you that tell that how you can generate channels.php route file in Laravel 11. So let's see its answer. If your application supports a broadcasting channel, you may enable broadcasting channel route file using the install broadcasting artisan command. So this is the artisan command that you can run to generate this channels.php file. PHP artisan install broadcasting. This is the artisan command that you need to run, and the install broadcasting command will create a routes inside the routes folder. It will create channels.php file where you may register your application broadcast authorization routes and callbacks. Okay, so this command will generate this channels.php file in which you will write the syntax of creating the broadcast channel. Okay, so for making your application available for broadcasting. Okay, so let's see it practically as well. We are going to practically enable channel.php file for our Laravel 11 website. So I'm going to run this command now. PHP artisan install broadcasting. PHP artisan install, and it's the broadcasting. Make sure the spellings must be correct. Okay, broadcasting. Okay, so it will again will take a few seconds. We would like to install Laravel reverb. Okay, so Laravel reverb is required for the broadcasting. Okay, so you can just enter yes for it. Okay, and it will take few seconds, and it has been installed. You can see it has been installed. So once again it is asking, would you like to install and build the node dependencies? Yes, we are going to click on yes because it is required for the broadcasting. Okay, so these few things are required, and it has been done. Now we are going to check. Yes, now it is available channels.php under routes folder. You can see the channels.php file is now available, in which you can write the syntax for broadcasting of your channel. Okay, so like this you can able to add api.php as well as the channels.php files in which you can write further code for your project. Okay, so you must be aware of these things. These are very important questions of Laravel 11, and that's all for now, and we will bring up more Laravel 11, and also this Laravel 202425 edition will continue with Laravel 11, and we will also add Laravel 12 interview questions as well. So if you are preparing for the Laravel interview question, then you must follow this series. You must be aware of all these questions that we have covered so far and that we are going to cover in the future videos as well. Okay, so please subscribe the channel. Once again I will tell you that you are required to subscribe the channel, and you can always uh, join the channel as well to get the complete source code of the e-commerce projects that we have done so far. We have done in Laravel 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, in every Laravel we have done some unique e-commerce projects, so that you can able to get once you will join the channel, and you can join from here. Click on join to join the channel, and click on subscribe to at least subscribe the channel, so you will get the first you are the first one to get the intimation of all the Laravel updates. Okay, so that you can do. So that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.